Hey guys, how are you doing? My name is Dave with Dave's Property Services. I run a cleaning company slash junk removal service down here in the state of Florida. I'm making this video to give information and educate those who don't know how to actually start up a cleaning business or a junk removal business. What I'll do is I'll list the first steps that you need to take in the initial process, and then as I go on, I'll put more videos out there with more tips and more things to look out for and more things you can do to promote your business, market your business, and build your brand. So we'll start with the first thing. The first thing you want to do when you're thinking about starting a business is you want to go through to the IRS and get what they call an EIN number or a tax ID. And that ID is something similar to a social security number for your business. You can't operate as a legit business if you don't have that. That's your first step, is getting that. Once you get your tax EIN number, we'll move on to another step. But where you can find that is you can go to like irs.gov, and they'll definitely have information or literature there that you can look up to figure out what you need to do to get that started. I know that it's free to get that EIN number, but they do have agencies and companies out there that offer that service. I didn't find this out until after I got started, and it was later on, maybe a couple months down the line, I realized and I found out that you can get it done for free as opposed to paying $100 or some change for someone else to do it for you. So you guys can look into that if you want to. Once you have your tax ID, there are going to be 2 to 3 more steps that or paperwork or certifications that you're going to have to acquire before you can be legit. So once you're registered with the IRS, now what you do is you go down to the state level and get your business license, which qualifies you to do business in that state. Down here in Florida, we have what they call SunBiz. So every business that wants to register goes to sunbiz.org or .net or whatever it is, and they register with them to be licensed to do business within the state. That's usually like a 1 or 2 day process. That doesn't take long to get. Once that's done, now what we do is we go down to the county level and we get a what they call a business tax receipt from the county. And that also says that you can do business within that county. And depending on where your address is, if you're doing business out of your home or if you have a location, you have to have a physical location when you try to get a business license and also a business tax receipt. You can't do a PO box. You can only do a PO box once your business is up and running and established, and then you can segue all of your mail to your PO box. But initially, you have to use an address, a physical address. So either you can use your address from home, or you can use your address. You can use your address from your office, whatever. If you have an office, most people don't have offices starting out. Everyone, as you can see, I'm still based out of my home. Okay, so we got the business tax receipt on the county level, and then from the county, now we go down to the city level. Now you have to get a business tax receipt for your city, and that they're usually not that expensive. They're usually around $30, $40 or so to get everything situated. Now once you have that, you need your tax EIN number. You need a business license from the state. You need a business tax receipt from the county, and also a business tax receipt from the city. Those are all the things I have. For a cleaning business, all businesses, if you want work from contractors or businesses, they require you to have general liability insurance. As the general liability insurance, the coverage usually needs to be for up to $1 million to $2 million. Now, when I say that, it may sound like a lot, but when you're making your payments on it, you're covered for up to $1 million to $2 million, but you're making maybe I'm going to say $60 to $80 a month, depending on your insurance carrier for your insurance. So you can pay the $60 to $80 a month, and I think it's maybe $200 to $300 up front, but you're covered for up to $1 million to $2 million. Now, once you have your general liability insurance in place, Now what you can do is you can go on and solicit business from banks, solicit business from shopping centers, condo buildings, and realtors and things like that. So having all of those things in place kind of opens you up a lot more for a lot more bigger jobs than it does to so if you just have a small cleaning business you're running out of the back of your truck or your car, and you're just doing it word of mouth, and no one really, you're not really licensed or anything like that. You're just cleaning and getting jobs that you can. So those are some of the things that you want to start on in the initial part of starting up a business. My next video will be about marketing your business and how to get the word out there when you're a new business with no referrals, no clients, and you're trying to sell your service to get your word out there and get your face out there. So that'll be my next video. And if you guys have any questions, please leave your comments and links down at the bottom, and I'll make sure to follow up. Thanks.